Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's get over to Universal for work today. We are going over to the hub for regular work. Let's get going. We started at 7, it is 6:04 now. Let's get our butts moving. It's a beautiful morning. Alright guys, good morning. It is Monday, May 11, 2026. And today I am going back over to Universal Orlando for work. And I will be working over in the hub today. Basically, I could be doing one-in, I could be doing x-ray, or I could be telling you to put your stuff in the bin. Any number of those things. But yes, it is going to be a simple 7 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon shift. And then I get to go home, relax with a beautiful girl, get some work of my own done, and there we go. Now, in yesterday's video, I did put a reference in on purpose. And I put it in, and I don't know if anybody picked up on it. Okay? As to a potential future. See, the thing is, since 1992, I've been down here in the same exact area, and I've seen this area completely change. And honestly, I feel kind of like Belle, just stuck in a time moment, and you want to get out, you want to escape, you want to see different things, you want something different. And that has been the one thing that Tiffany and I both wanted for quite a long time. And truthfully, we're getting to that point where what is there that's really even left down here? What is there that's even left at all here? Florida has become something that has many advantages and great possibilities. But at the same time, once you've done so much, you want to see more. You want to grow in another area. You want to see what else is out there. And that's where I'm at mentally. And truthfully, if you got the movie reference, okay? And if you didn't see it yesterday in the video, I showed Adrian's Pet Shop. Adrian's Pet Shop was from the Rocky movie. And the Rocky movie was in Philadelphia. See? Pennsylvania. That's where I was getting to. And one of the things is I have always loved the architecture style of Pennsylvania. I've always loved everything about it. The close proximity to New York, and not to mention to Jersey as well. There's a lot of things that I loved about it. And growing up, I always loved Knoebels. It was a lot of fun, especially when my brother actually took me on the vintage. It was like a vintage car that was on a track. I always loved that. But yeah, there's so much to it that I want. And honestly, I can't really think of too much that's still down here in Florida that I would want to stay for. Because here's the thing. I have done Disney World for 14 years of being an annual pass holder. I've done SeaWorld for like 5-6 years. And I've done Universal for about 2-3 years off and on. And on top of that, there are other aspects to it as well. Such as that I don't know where else I would want to live down here, really. And could actually say I'm happy. That's the other part. Florida itself has become so expensive, it's unbelievable. And trying to afford any kind of home now, the average home down here is about $700,000 in our area. But at the same time, yeah, if you move over to Davenport, it's a little bit less, but still quite expensive. So that is where it becomes such a hard part. And honestly, I don't know how much longer I want to be down here. I want Lil to experience something different. I want her to see something new. But I did pose an argument to Tiffany, because she and I have discussed this too before, about how many times have we drove to Georgia? Georgia is about a 7-hour drive or so, maybe 5 hours if you're good. How many times have we driven up there? Once. So it's one of those, is New York and Jersey going to be like Georgia, where you go once? Or is it something you go back to? See, those are the hard things. What really makes it worthwhile to move? For me, it's part nostalgia, because that's also where I grew up, and also part curiosity about what could be. But for now, I'm going to go to work every day. I'm going to work on development for the apps. I'm going to go ahead and keep making videos. And I'm just going to keep having fun with it all. Because really, that's all you can do. And each day, just try to do something a little bit different. That is what I want. But for right now, let's go ahead. Let's get going over to Universal for work. Let's go have a great day. And let's make the most of it. Let's get going. All right, guys, let's go have a great day at work. Let's go downstairs, let's get our stuff, and then let's go upstairs into the hub. I will see you after work. And I hope you have a great day too. Enjoy. All right, guys, it is now 12:59 and we are done with work, and honestly, today went really good. 6 hours in the hub. You know, 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock, it wasn't a bad shift. Now, the bad part though was how freaking hot it was. Oh my gosh. It truly felt like I was in a brick oven. Or in a concrete oven for that matter. Because yeah, there was like no wind that was coming through at all. And that was the worst part. But I survived, I got through it, and now I get to go home to a beautiful girl and relax. That is the good part. There we go. And then I think we're just gonna figure out something like cheap or free for dinner. Because I was talking with Tip today and I was like, hey, you know, we got some points from Papa John's or something. Or Domino's is running that special on buy one, get one half off. We could pretty much get dinner for pretty cheap. And she's like, all right.
Like and subscribe.
So we'll think about that. But right now, I just want to go home, kiss on her cute head, and relax a bit. Then gotta get Lil later on. But I also want to get some coding in today because I need to work on that app development. That has been lagging behind because last night, I'll be honest with you, after I edited the video, I basically just fell asleep. Yeah, I was in bed watching a show and I just almost passed out right then. So I gotta do makeup for last night. But other than that, let's go ahead and let's get going. We got work to do at home, after all. Yep. All right, Land Before Time. I'll give it to you, all right? You probably don't know the movie, but let's go ahead and let's get home. My sweet girl. Have I missed you like crazy?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. You are so adorable and so cute.
Okay.
Can I do that again?
No, I felt a bunch of things crack. I don't think that was normal.
I just heard something too.
I know. I'm not doing good today.
All right, guys, I'm going to spend some time kissing on a beautiful girl, having a couple of little pretzels and relax a bit. And then we got to get Lil.
Yes.
And then we got to figure out if that paperwork was done or not by the doctor.
Yes.
So much fun.
That and also about the school.
See, you can do it.
Ugh.
Fun. All right, let's relax now. All right, guys. Yes, it is raining. Let's go get Lil at the bus stop. Did you have a good day in school?
I want my tea home.
All right.
So she wants our cookie when we get home.
Yeah.
So then should we get home?
Yes.
All right. Wrong! We're not going home. We are actually going to go over to Publix to get some blueberries for tomorrow for breakfast for day. To go and eat Will's meal before going off to work.
Yes.
Let's get going. Gotcha. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into Publix and let's get what we need and get home. There we go. Let's get going. All right, so Georgia and Blue River are buy one, get one free. So I think we're going to do Georgia. Blues on my mind. There we go. And whipped Philadelphia original. There we go. All right, now that we got our stuff, let's go ahead. Let's get home. And then let's go ahead and figure out dinner. That will be next. Oh, it's just been a long day.
Yeah.
6 hours of work. Not too bad, but when you add in the humidity,
Oh my gosh.
you add in the steam effect after a rain, It's just...
You could literally see the ground just steaming. It's crazy.
It is. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have makeup on me. And a cute girl on my toe.
Yeah.
Alright guys, it is time to go over and try something different.
Yeah.
What is it?
Dominoes.
Now the last time she had it was years ago. And she had an asthmatic reaction to it.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I'll be fine this time. But I was having asthma issues like crazy back then, though. And I got that under control, so
We'll see
maybe
if
it was a dust.
We'll see if there's anything different this time around.
Yeah.
Either way, let's go ahead and let's get going. And by the way, I am happy for it. You know why? Because I got us the thin and crispy, and I told them to square cut it.
Okay.
You have no idea. I had this battle with Pizza Hut, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was not the one that you were looking for.
It was a disaster.
Yeah.
Hopefully Domino's,
I
you
think
come
that was
through.
the tavern style you were looking for.
No, I wanted thin crispy, so I wanted it like that cracker type.
Yeah, that was the tavern one.
No.
Yeah.
No, tavern was a little bit different because they put like a basil drip on it, and it's more in like a different shape.
It's in squares.
No, but theirs is like in an oval shape that's then cut into squares.
Oh my god, yeah. It's
This
still a
is in a
square.
circle, but in a square shape.
That's the same thing.
No, an oval
It's
is
the same
different.
thing.
An oval is different than a square.
Okay.
An oval is different than a square.
He's too precise with his pizza.
Can you blame me?
Yes.
I'm too precise with everything. Let's just be honest. I am one pedantic, crazy person when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright guys, let's go get dinner and then come back, eat, edit, code, go to bed, wake up at 4 o'clock.
Oh.
Love you.
God.
Hey, I'm open in Boat Dock tomorrow.
Alright.
And then I get off at 2:30, so...
So used to waking up at 5, but 4, that kicks my butt.
I know.
Ugh.
But I will say one thing. This amazing girl, every morning, she wakes up before I have to go to work. 2 hours prior. Okay? Cooks breakfast. Usually like eggs, a bagel, you know? And puts some blueberries on a plate. That is one amazing wife. Who goes through all that trouble just so her man can go off and do his stuff. That is amazing. And I love you for that.
Yeah. Just for not even 2 hours later having to do Lily's too. After. And then finally get myself ready.
There we go.
So yeah.
But yeah, I really am so freaking thrilled with this gorgeous girl. So perfect in every way. Honestly, I couldn't ask for a better girl. Well, except for one that could make brownies. Or a peach pie.
Well, I don't know about peach pie. I've never attempted that. But brownies, no, you can forget it.
True.
I cannot make them for the life of me without burning it, overcooking it, or dropping it on the floor. I give up after that.
Yeah. But really, I wouldn't mind a peach pie sometime. That sounds nice, actually.
Yeah, it does.
A homemade peach pie by
I know
you.
Publix makes them, right?
I said by you. Guys, let's go over to Domino's. Let's get dinner. And there we go. And if you're wondering why, it's because they have some really good promotions going on right now. And actually, it would be cheaper to go ahead and go over there than trying to go over to Publix, buy a protein over there, and then also go ahead and buy the sides. But that I am going to do tomorrow. Because I think tomorrow, and I hope she's okay with it, I wouldn't mind a nice homemade chicken, rice, and corn bowl.
That sounds.
That does. I haven't had that in quite a while.
Yes, with pineapple.
Mojo?
Oh, you want the mojo one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that one then.
Sweet. There we go. Now I'm happy.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get
My
going.
stomach hurts.
Actually, you know what? You could say it.
What?
Say the thing.
What thing?
Let's get going.
Oh, let's get going. I suck at this.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's go over to Domino's and go get dinner. Also, it's raining. Let's get going. Oh, it's going to be one potential stormy night. And tomorrow I have boat dock duty and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Yay for me. All right, here we are. Domino's on Colonial Drive. Let's go get our food. Hopefully it's ready. All right, guys, it is now 6:18 p.m. And dinner is over, and honestly, the pizza pie, the way it was done, that nice flatness one, was perfect. Honestly, I couldn't complain. I was very happy with tonight's dinner, and honestly, I still think that Papa John's is a little bit better. Now, one thing that I do miss for sure is we used to have a place over here in Winter Garden called Italian Garden Pizzeria. Amazing New York style pizza pie. And it was so freaking good too, and I miss that place like heck. Since then, we now have a new place, Giovanni's. I haven't tried it, but it's one of those where they got like quite a bit of locations, so it doesn't have that home feel like what Italian Garden did. And keep in mind, Italian Garden, I've known since I was 9-10 years old, riding my bicycle up and down the highway, because they used to be in what was referred to as the old Publix Plaza. And they were an amazing place back then. And they had the classic red pizzeria cups. It was perfect. But anyway, it's just another part of my time from being down here that's now gone. Just like the West Oaks Mall, I remember seeing it being built, and I remember being there for the grand opening and thinking how amazing it was. And now, it's a place you don't want to go to unless you got to renew your tag or your driver's license. That's about the only reason. And that's the thing. There's so much that has changed down here in this area that makes me want to go ahead and go, Ryan, this isn't your home anymore. It's now completely different. Maybe it's time you see something and experience something different. So, like I was talking with Tiff earlier in the car, even if we stayed in Florida, moving to Orlando, moving over to Davenport side of town, which is over on the opposite side. Granted, it is closer to downtown Disney than Orlando is. But Orlando is closer to Universal and to Epic. But if you don't want to revolve around theme parks because you experienced Disney for 10 plus years and Universal for 4 plus years, and then you went there as a kid and now you experience it as an adult, and again, it's completely different. And you just want to say screw it and just find something different. Find something new. Something you haven't thought of. That is where my mind is mentally. What else is out there? I joke about Omaha, Nebraska because of a Better Call Saul reference and everything, and Breaking Bad, but it was kind of like a, hey, let's just throw anything out there kind of deal. That's what Omaha is for me. It's throw anything out there and just see what that idea could be. Now, yes, Reading, Philadelphia, amazing areas. Because, yes, there are great parts to Reading, and of course there are bad parts as well. And same thing with Philadelphia. Heck, you can go to Orlando, and you can find good parts, you can find bad parts too. There are good parts and bad parts to any place that you live. Even if it's up in Cincinnati, Ohio, or San Francisco, California. I would say Los Angeles, but sorry, Los Angeles, it's all bad on that part. Even down to Anaheim, California, the back road of Disney, the city of angels. No, that was Los Angeles. Sorry. Even though Anaheim Angels. Anywho, that's the thing though. There are good and bad to every city that you go and throw a nail to the board on. And truthfully, they all have something amazing to offer you. But the question is, are you brave enough to put it to paper and plan it out to move there? Or do you lack the courage and the willingness and just say, I'll vacation there someday. I'll vacation back to Georgia. Sure, it's been 7-8 years since I went up there, but hey, I'll vacation back there. I'll vacation back to Tampa. Sure, it's been about a year or so or two since we last went to the aquarium. But if you see what I'm getting at, it's having the courage to go ahead and put the pen to paper and create a plan and implement that plan and say to yourself, it's possible if I believe it is. And I'm not talking about like mental manifestations and all that. I'm talking about realistic, what our original families did. Whether you came over to America from Europe or from some other part, or even if your family came from one state and moved to another, there you go. They had a plan and they just went with it and didn't overthink and overcomplicate it. Now, do some fail? Yes. Do some succeed? Yes. Do some say, you know what? Screw Florida. I'm going back to where I came from. Absolutely. And we've seen that when the pandemic was over and when people that had moved over to Florida were like, yeah, I did my time with the theme parks. It's not all it's cracked up to be. I am moving back to California. I'm moving back to New York. I'm moving back to Texas. Or to Arkansas. Wherever they were from. Because I'll tell you something, one thing that you do learn when you come down to Florida is that you better have a darn good budget because it is outright expensive to live here. And I don't care what city you pick, whether it's Pine Hills, which is up the road, or Miami, which is down south, or Jacksonville, which is up north. It is going to tear through your wallet. And it is going to cost you more money than what you can imagine some days. Because, in a way, it's Fantasyland. And some people can make it a home and some people can make something of it. I've been down here for 30 some odd years now. Most of which from my childhood, and then now Lilli's growth period of the last 20 some odd years. But the one thing that I'm tired of has to be not able to go ahead and put enough money away. Instead, there's always something down here. I don't know what it is. Always something that's taking something from you. It's weird. But what I do want to do is I want to see something different before the end of my time, before the end of my family's, and experience something different. Reading, Pennsylvania and Philadelphia have also changed. And I said it before to Tiff about vacation over to New York, vacation over to Jersey. Those are great ideas. And I also remarked to her that we also said that we would vacation to Georgia, but why didn't we ever go back? And it got me thinking about maybe it's just not meant to be to move up there. But you know what? That was the cowardly way of thinking to myself. That wasn't keeping an open mind about all the possibilities inside of Pennsylvania that could be down the road. Sure, I've gone down the road in Orlando. I've gone down the road in Kissimmee. I've gone down the road in Celebration and all the beyond. I haven't gone down the road in Jacksonville or Miami entirely. But that's the thing. Am I gonna be able to have the courage when the time comes to say to myself, yeah, I can do it. I know I can. And actually commit to it? Or am I going to go the cowardly way of saying, no, it's much easier just to stay where I am? That's the hardest part. And sometimes it's not entirely the cowardly part. It's seeing something that you didn't initially see. And for me, with Lily, for instance, that's not even theme parks anymore because she's not even really into the theme parks as much anymore. Yeah, she likes to go occasionally, but at the same time, it's not on our must-do list. And in fact, that wonderful little girl, I shouldn't say little girl because she's now 21, enjoys going to a mall and picking out a new shirt on her own instead of going to a theme park. Because when she goes to the theme park, she'll go and go there, maybe ride one ride, pick out a souvenir, and then go home. And then that souvenir has a circle of life. It starts in the bedroom, goes downstairs to her other side, which is the studio, out to the garage, and then over to Goodwill, or to any other thrift store that we choose for that time. That is the circle of souvenirs, as we call it now, because it is an endless junk heap, basically, of what happens. And Tiffany's shown you a little bit in her room makeovers, but the reason why you haven't seen a lot, like a big pile, is because at the time it's already gone off. I can't imagine how many vintage toys from Disney World are floating around Goodwill because of our daughter. Because she loses interest and doesn't care about them anymore. And that's the thing. Seeing snow, experiencing something new, that is what excites her. And you know something? There's something even more that excites that wonderful child or young adult. Seeing a person figure skate. Watching the movies of figure skating really gets her happy and smiling. Watching a video of some vlogger over at a theme park, she could care less about. Because once you've seen one, you've seen all of them. And like I said before, what do? Oh, look, that bench moved an inch to the left. Or that trash can is slightly out of place. That's the problem with going too much. And that's the problem with Central Florida living at a time. Is that when you do it because of the theme parks, you end up resenting the theme parks because you resent how much they take from you in terms of money. It becomes like chocolate ice cream. That if you eat it too much, you get bored of it. And then you just don't want it anymore. And even when it's offered to you again, like right now, chocolate ice cream with a little bit of pistachio nuts in it is offered to me every now and then. And for me, personally, can go to 2 of them anytime I want. Studios and Islands of Adventure, but I've only been in there once or twice on my own. And the reason why is because after a while, it's just not fun anymore. And there's other things I want to do. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing the Bok Tower Gardens down here in Florida, which is completely free to go do. There's so much in Florida, yes, that I want to accomplish still. And Tiffany knows one of my main goals I wanted to do was after I got us back on our feet, a stable job that actually paid good, is I wanted to go and take a trip down to Miami again. I've been down there once, and honestly, I like to do a little bit in a short amount of time. But I wanted to go down there and have a happy time. Or take that trip up to Jacksonville and see a naval air show. That was another thing. Or go over to Panama City, I think it is. Up there in the Panhandle, where they also have air shows. That's what I'm talking about. There's still stuff down here, mind you, that I want to accomplish before I consider moving out of the state. But at the same time, there's that long-term prospect of if I go ahead and I stay where I'm at, can I actually say, I'll be happy? Will the family be happy? And more importantly, could we actually go ahead and put pen to paper for a vacation and actually commit to it? Or are we better off just moving and planting our feet for a couple of years and just seeing how things go as a start? That's the other part. Now, I know a lot of people, they want to move down to Florida because they want to go ahead and experience the parks and everything. And that's wonderful. The parks can be great when it's your first time. Because I see it on the smiles when all those people vacationing come through over at security at Universal. But I'll tell you something too. And this I've noticed. Annual pass holders that wear their badges on their chest, or you see it in their bin, they have a different look whenever they come through. The young ones are happy. And I'm talking like the 10-year-old to maybe the mid-20s. But as you go up from there, you start to see a look of, I'd rather be in my AC home right now. Why am I being dragged out? And there are times, and I'll tell you the truth, right now, I'm not going to hold back. When I was live streaming, there are times when I offered for Tiff and Lil to come with. And Tiffany did not want to come out of the AC house to go ahead and do it because she knew it'd be hot and humid and nasty. And rather than arguing and forcing her to come and all that and making everyone else miserable, I was like, all right, sweetie, that's cool. You just watch from at home. And that was the compromise. So she could still be with me in spirit, but also in the AC while I suffered in the heat those nights. But if you get what I'm saying, comes a point for everybody after they've been down here enough and done the theme parks enough. They all get tired of it and it becomes a miserable, cranky mess. I think that's why, even once I get everything financially settled up again, I wouldn't want to go back for a while. Because I don't want that cranky feeling. If I would ever go back, I would want to go back on happy terms, where it's a delight to me. Take Epic, for instance. Each time that we go, something new breaks down. Now, I know I work for Universal, but I could still be honest about my opinion. But that's the part right there. Sometimes you have to figure out what is most important to you. Is it having the courage to actually do something? Or being the coward to stand by and let life pass you by? And then go, well, I regret that I didn't do that. Because I'll tell you right now, I only have one regret right now. And that is buying the $2,000 TV. Back when we had the money to do it. I should have just bought a $1,000 TV or $900 or $800 one. Just been happy. Shoot, I'm working 90% of the time and Tiffany's pretty much on her tablet or phone 80% of the time when I'm at work. But these are the choices that we have to decide. You can't change on what you've already done, but what you can change is what you will do going forward. And get that mindset of thinking. So if I leave you on one final note, it's gotta be commit to something each day for the future. Whether you're committing to saving a few dollars a day, or whether you're committing to figuring out an entire moving plan strategy, or whether you're committing to just getting yourself better by going for a walk. Try that. I think it'll work out good. Guys, thank you so much for being with today. I know this was a long-winded outro. Trust me, I'm doing this in one take. And Tiffany's in the closet getting her face taken care of. To go and get her makeup off and grabbing a shower and all that stuff. But thank you so much for everything. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a good morning tomorrow. And a great day tomorrow too. Good night, everyone. I'll see you in the morning.
But I know